Ciao Bella, welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. In a previous video, I had talked about doing some of these crafting things, and I thought that I would make I still have several kits, so I thought maybe I'll make this not like a regular series, but like as and when I do them, I can share them with you all. So this is one that I received in my advent calendar for December, and I had it sitting in my craft room, and I thought, well, this will be the one that I do. I have done several of them already, and I've shown them. So there was one that was like sand art plants. I did those. There were some macrame gnomes that my kids and I did for Christmas. There was a string art one that I did. I can take pictures of some of those. I also did I have these pumpkins actually right here. They were yarn pumpkins. My daughter did little sticks and things. There's 3 of them. There's a white one too, but it's across the room, so I'm not going to get that. But I have several of them, but I thought, why not just do it with you all? So we're going to open this. It's 120 pieces, and we'll see what happens. I hope everyone is doing okay today. I am so glad that the weekend will be coming. I have to open these because I don't have any scissors in here. Every time I need to do something, I come in here and get scissors. Oh, I do have scissors. They're up there. Oh, well. These are already open. Ta-da. But I'm hoping that this weekend we can truly relax, because the next couple of weekends we're going to be really, really busy. So, if you are new to the Lego world, my son had Legos growing up, and I am not a huge fan of Legos. Like, they're not my favorite thing in the world, but I know how to do them. I also do a STEAM club at school where I work, and I was surprised that some of the kids had never, ever, ever done Legos before. They'd never done it. And I could not, they didn't even play with like Legos, like well, let me say this. They've played with Legos, but they've never actually done Legos. So you get an instruction booklet, step-by-step guide, right? And it tells you exactly what you're supposed to do. So it tells you what bag to open. It tells you what thing to do, right? And it is very, very simple. So we are going to start with this bag, because on the picture it has the little circles. I don't know. There's names for all the pieces, but I don't know what they are. So I'm going to keep the instruction book out of sight because I don't know. Sorry. I don't know if that's proprietary. So I'm going to keep that out of sight, but I'm going to build it with you. Okay. So looks like for this one we have to open both bags at the same time. Normally the bags are numbered. The ones that I did with my students at work, there were like 15 bags of Legos. So there were so many pieces that it was just unreal. I can see how they would get overwhelmed. have the hiccups. Oh no, wrong one. I did the wrong one. Oh no. Now I have to get the Lego off. I don't have one of those fancy pieces that takes it off. Okay, there we go. There. Now, I skipped a step. I should not have skipped a step. There. Now we do this one. There it is. This piece. Oh my. I've seen my son, who, as I've mentioned, really enjoys Legos. He's been messaging me about the Hobbit ones that are going to be coming out at some point. He's very excited about those. And I, on a recent excursion, got some Harry Potter ones. So maybe I will do those at some point as well. But I don't know about what to call this segment necessarily. I mean, certainly they're Advent pieces, but I don't know that they will be how do you say it? I don't know that they will be specifically in like an Advent playlist, or if I might just make a crafting playlist and add like my puzzles and my Legos and things, because I have other crafts. So it's not just, because if you were around and you saw some of the crafting kits, you know. If you were not around, then you may not know that last year during the Happy Meal Advent Project, we were sending each other crafting kits. So this year during the Happy Meal Advent Project, we're sending each other patterns. So that's kind of why I haven't really been talking about it as much, because I haven't done anything with the patterns yet. Although I'm still trying to process, like, now that I have some of the patterns, if maybe over the summer when I have time to like exhale, maybe I can do some of my Happy Meal Advent patterns and do them like with some of course, with some of my stash yarn, but like do them for maybe during a live or something, because some of the things that I've gotten are fairly small, and then some of them are not quite so small. Oh my. Okay, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, hold on. I am lost-it. I am lost-it. Okay, have those. And then I need 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There's another one. Just have to find it. But let me know what you think. Should I make it? There's 4. Should I make it like, I mean, I could make a Lego playlist. Like I have a puzzle playlist. Because I do have some other Legos that I could do with you guys. Like I said, I have the Harry Potter ones. And they're just little sets that I got. I really, really want, like I said, I'm not super into Legos, but here I am talking about it all the time. I really want the, there's one Lego set it's small, but it's like a bookshelf and like this little rolling ladder and like a little chair. Maybe I'm mixing things up, but it's like there's like a chair and a bookshelf and a something. So I was like, that would be super cool. And oh, my camera's all blurry. I'm moving it around too much. Too many things to focus on. But it would be super cool to like have that that little set, because I have a bookshelf in my living room. I don't know if you've seen it during any of my lives, but I have this just small bookshelf in my living room, and usually it's books that I really, really love and I've read multiple times. So like if I need a pick-me-up or something, I will, oh, I should have done this first. I will gravitate towards that bookshelf. And then some of them are also books that I want to read that I haven't read yet. So that's also on there. But I thought that the little Lego bookshelf person would be cool to put there because I have some space. Because if it's on my like TBR, like to be read, and I read it, then I bring it downstairs and I have bookshelves downstairs. And I try to organize my books because for a long time I was not really able to have more than one bookshelf in my house. And so that was very difficult for me because I couldn't access some of the things that I love so much. But now I can have as many books as I want and as many bookshelves as I want because it's my space and I can do what I want. Okay, now how does that fit in there without making an absolute mess of everything? There. Look at that. And then I just do it again. So I thought that would maybe be pretty cool to have. And then I have in here, I have a couple of cups, like coffee cups that are crochet cups. And as much as I would love to use them, I'm always afraid I'm going to break them. So I leave them in here and I put things like notions or hooks or something in them, right? So I was thinking that with these roses, since they're a part of something that came from the channel, I could keep them in here and do that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4. So you guys just let me know what you think. What should I do? 2, 3, 4. Okay, now how am I supposed to do this? This goes like this. Yes. And then, oh, cool, they snap on. Look at that. That's pretty neato. They just snap right on. Okay. Now that I have the idea. Do you guys like flowers? I love flowers. My grandfather, my pop, his mother is the one that taught me how to crochet. We would stay in his little garden for hours and hours and hours when I would go visit. He had, in New Jersey, he had a house, and they were fortunate in that they had a corner lot, which, if you know anything about that area, right, it was one of the, New York, New Jersey was a very populated area in the U.S., right? Lots of immigrants coming through Ellis Island, and they would stay there, right? Most of them. And my grandparents' families were able to build homes in this particular area, and they ended up with a corner lot, which was amazing because that meant they had more space, so they could have like a garage, and they could have a yard and all of that, which you don't really get a lot in cities and stuff. So my grandfather loved, loved, loved plants of all kinds, right? He would have vegetable garden, and then he would also have roses. He grew roses competitively. So having these roses and putting them together reminds me a lot of him. And he taught me so much about plants that it was absolutely wonderful to receive this gift as part of my Happy Mail Advent, and oh, I dropped it, and be able to still think about him from time to time. Come on, you're supposed to turn up. Okay, but you need to scoot over. No, no, why won't it scoot over? Let me move them down a little, because they're all supposed to turn up. Okay, so I put them, they can't go there, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Look at that. Okay, these should be okay. Let me move this over just a little. Oh, it's all coming apart. But when I had my own home in Arkansas, excuse me, I had tons of flowers. And I was fortunate that before my grandfather passed away, he was able to visit my house in Arkansas. And he would point out, like, this would be the best spot for this, and this would be the best spot for this. And I took his advice, of course, and everything bloomed beautifully and according to, his wisdom, even though it was in a different zone, right? Because where he lived and where I lived were different climates, but it was still, he was still incredibly knowledgeable. So that was amazing. Okay, so now we do it again. My favorite flowers are irises and lilies. and I would grow them. I love to go to the like garden shows that were in my area, and we would always buy lots and lots of bulbs and try new things, because sometimes, unfortunately, in my particular zone in Arkansas, some of the irises and lilies would not come back. They're meant to, right, in most cases, but they sometimes didn't. And when they wouldn't, I would get a different variety and try different colors and try different things. And I had a tree in my backyard that it was an oak tree, and oak, the acorns and the leaves, right, when they fall, it's very acidic. And so it was really, really hard to grow almost anything in that space. And so I had rocks that I had found over the years from different places, and I made this ring and put lots of mulch and nutrients, all kinds of stuff into the soil, and I was able to grow some stuff back there. And on the side of my house, I had this area for tomatoes and different herbs and so forth, and it was absolutely wonderful to have that and be able to do that. When I lived there. And then when I lived in North Carolina, I didn't have my own home. I rented. And so my landlord would not let me put in an actual garden. So I could do like the flower beds in the front, right? I could do anything I wanted with those. But when it came to the actual, look at that. When it came to the actual yard, I wasn't allowed to put in a garden. So I had lots and lots of raised beds, and I have some videos on that on my channel, and I really wish I could have kept going with that. Unfortunately, again, I moved, and I could not keep that up. I couldn't take the raised beds with me, and I couldn't take the soil. I did compost my own soil, but I couldn't take the soil with me. They, of course, wouldn't let me take that overseas. Look at that. But I don't know if the person who got the house kept it or not. Who knows? But it was very, very lovely. 2, 3, 4. Now where do those go? In between. Okay. And here I had some, excuse me, I was able to take my pots, some of them, not all of them, but I was able to take my pots and bring them here. And last year I had so many herbs growing, and it was so lovely. But then summer came, and I went back to America. And the person who was watching Nero for me and, keeping an eye on the house and so forth, did not water my plants. So all of my my roses and my herbs, all that stuff died. And I did not have the heart to redo it this year. I was very, very exhausted and very, very tired. So it was a little frustrating. Okay, it says that this is supposed to go... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Further in there. Don't... Oh. It's interesting, the things that you talk about when you when you're doing things that bring back memories. Has that ever happened to you? You're doing something and you're like, this makes me think of this time and you reminisce about all that. All of that. Okay, now what am I supposed to do? This. Gonna have to get that piece. Put that in there. Okay, let me get that piece that fell because I'm gonna need it. Excuse me. Okay. So this here. I actually have, they're in my library area. Like, I don't have a whole separate library. It's not like, you know, Beauty and the Beast or whatever. But I do have, I call it my library area because it's where my bookshelves are. And my daughter's bookshelves. I have my grandfather's, well, not all of them because I wasn't allowed to have all of them. I have some of his trophies from when he did his roses. So maybe I will share that with you all. There's actually a place in Louisiana. It's in Shreveport, Louisiana. There is the American, I don't want to say Rose Association, but I think something like that. But my grandfather was registered there because when he came, when I graduated from high school, and they came for my graduation, he actually spoke there. He did a speech there for growing roses, and it was very lovely to be able to be a part of that. So I got to see him speak after I graduated from high school. And I was able to see him speak before, but it wasn't the same, right? So I need that. This. Feels like I should have another one of those somewhere. I do not. Okay. This goes back on here. This came off. I was like, why is there a little green leaf? It's supposed to be 4 on each flower. Okay. Sorry. It keeps going in and out of focus. I'm sorry, you guys. Nope. There we go. Okay. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm making like a little stem piece, I think. Okay, and then these go in. Wait a minute. They won't fit in there. They're too... They have to go in there. They won't fit in there. Okay, so that's like the little thorns. Okay, so this goes on one. It looks like I just picked one. Where are those things? Okay. No. Huh? Now I'm confused. What color are those? Oh, that's why I'm confused, because in my light they look black, and they're not black, they're gray. I was like, how am I supposed to have 3 of those fit in? Oy vey. Okay. And hold on, that doesn't make any sense. Wait a minute, let me go back. Ah, okay, that's where I messed up. That's where I messed up. This goes here. Oh, my hat. See, now once I put these together, I don't ever want to do it again. Because they're going to come apart. They are, they are. Okay. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Now what? Oh, build out the stems. Okie dokie. Okay. I already have that one done. So I'm just making them really, really long. And make them like that. drop it. Okay, so then made that, and then it makes a long stemmed rose. Did I miss one? I think I did. Okay. Oh, look at that. Then, oh, we put on the leaves. Okay, so I guess I can add the other thorn. It didn't tell me to, and I don't know where this little thing goes. Maybe it's an extra. I do not know. So we just snap in the little leaves here. I wish there were more leaves instead of just the 4. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put this in here, and we'll put it here. Then we'll put this in there, like that. Both of those. Let me see where this little, did I miss this little red piece, or do I just seem to have an extra one? Or did it come off? Did it come off of one of my roses? No, it didn't come off. Where does it go? Now I am confused. Let's go back to the part where we have the rose piece. No, I'm supposed to do that twice, it says. Do that times 2. Did not miss a thing. But I wonder if maybe, just for giggles, can it go right there? Wonder if it'll fit. Like a little bud coming off of there, maybe. Well, where did it go? Does not work. Okay. Maybe if I put it, just gonna, oh, don't drop it. I'm so nervous. Because it's such a tiny little piece. Alrighty, there. I put it in the top of that one. I don't know that you can tell the difference, but I put it, because this one's a little bit more recessed. And then I just added it to that one. If you can see the difference. But there are my roses. Aren't they beautiful? All right. Thank you so much to Christine and to Antoinette, right, for this lovely, amazing opportunity to share this with you all. And let me know what you think. Is this something that you enjoy? I know it's not crochet, but we are always more than just one interest. So I wanted to share that with you all. And I have enjoyed spending my time with you. As always, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!